Ben Parker. My visit to San Francisco. My visit to San Francisco, Ben Parker.
Mr. Toastmaster, and if I may say, friends, I'm George, and I'm on vacation. Every year, I like to visit someplace I've never been before. And this year, I thought, golly, why not San Francisco, the city with the golden gate? So I cast about in my address books to see who I knew that lived. I would prefer to stay with friends than at the YMCA. Well, bingo, there's my cousin Gladys. She's right there in San Rafael, and it's in Marin County, which is practically a suburb of San Francisco. So I wrote Gladys a letter telling her when I was coming, and reminding her who I am. We have been in contact for years. Well, wouldn't you know? Got a letter back from Gladys. By coincidence, the 2 weeks I was planning to spend in San Francisco, for the same 2 weeks they were going to be away on their vacation, so she was sorry she couldn't put me up. Well, first I thought, oh darn. Then it occurred to me, if I were to do a personnel. Sure enough, I was able to get my vacation schedule changed. So I wrote Gladys another letter giving her the good news that we weren't going to have to miss seeing each other after all. My revised date of arrival. And I'm thoroughly enjoying my vacation. They're just a grand pair. She married Fred. And I saw San Francisco all right. I took a cable car to the Fisherman's Wharf, and I snapped pictures in the Chinatown. Oh, like streetcars and buses, I saw him. I took a whole day. But now that I've seen San Francisco, or as the natives call it, Frisco, it's just a matter of settling in and enjoying the rest of my vacation. We've gotten into sort of a routine. I get up first and make the coffee. I've switched them to decaf. Caffeine is not good for the system, and they're putting butter on their toast. I've got them on an all fruit spread. See, I took over the kitchen the first night I was there. I said, now Gladys, you work hard all day. There's no need, you'd have to come home and cook dinner for the 3 of us, and I've got time, and I'm glad to do it. I literally pushed her out of her own kitchen. She didn't want to go. And friends sided with her. But I prevailed. Then after I see them off to work, there's always something to do. The first thing I did was completely reorganize the kitchen. Much more efficient now. And I like that little surprises for them. Yesterday morning I painted the front door. Really makes the house stand out now. Then when they get home, I have dinner already. I pride myself on preparing wholesome food. I have instituted portion control. We do sometimes eat a little more than is strictly necessary for health, don't we? After dinner, we sit and chat, go over the events of the day. I share with them my thoughts on various subjects. They go to bed quite early, except last night. Last night, right after they got home, and you better believe they noticed the new front door all right. I heard her say, I can't stand another night. Well, I explained to her at length that standing too long is not good for the blood circulation. That's when they remembered that they had some social event. They left practically as soon as they got home. She is the most gracious person. The last thing she said as they went down the path of the car, she turned back and she said, don't wait up for us. Now isn't that just dear? Always thinking of convenience the other person first. Of course, didn't take time. A guest has certain obligations. When I stay with people, I always like to leave behind some memento, something to remind them of my visit. And somehow I felt that the new door wasn't quite enough. And I just couldn't imagine what it had been yesterday morning when I was in the garage. It came fresh. air was my answer. You see, Fred does all the gardening, and he's very good. The front garden, I have no criticism of the front garden. Well, I moved a couple of shrubs, but no, the problem is the back. There's a nice enough lawn, but beyond that, it's just gotten away from Fred. All overgrown, weeds, trees and shrubs 8 and 10 feet tall down both sides, across it, like living in a jungle. Well, I found you can with a complete set of printing equipment. You guessed it, didn't you? I sheared the whole thing off to 3 feet above the ground, out both sides, across the back. I got a world of difference. Now it lets in light and air, and you see all around the neighbors' houses and the supermarket, tire repair place, and the school. Oh, it was a hard day's work, I can tell you. But I knew it would all be worthwhile just to see the expression on Fred's face when he saw all the hard work I'd done for him so he wouldn't have to. And I was rewarded this morning when he came down to breakfast. He glanced at the backyard, then he grabbed the banister and looked again. He was so taken with gratitude for what I'd done for him that he actually cried. And you know, it just makes me feel swell to know that now, every time they look out at their new view, they'll remember my visit. Mr. Toastmaster.